Oh, hi. Yeah, I know I missed a week last week. It was Father's Day. And, there was stuff to do, like barbecues and stuff. So I'm sorry for all you people who were sitting and waiting for another episode of Chat Party. And it didn't really happen. But hey, we're back. We're back. So, how's everyone? It's like summer here. It's like, ooh, sunny and 80 something degrees. And I got the air conditioning going and I'm sitting inside and I'm saying hello to Record Crate. And how are you? And nice to see you, sort of. We got a little bit of a link up there if you want to join and talk and stuff. So, feel free to join the party. Oh, I should have got something to drink too. Oh, damn! I didn't think of it. Oh well. I don't want to leave you hanging. So, oh, crick in the neck. Ow! I didn't get much sleep last night, so maybe tonight. Hey, so what? Blah? What do you mean, Record Crate? Blah? Blah what? What is blah? What? No, I don't want any ginger beer. Blah. That is blah. God, nothing like burning everything out. And hello, Carson. Hello, Mr. FitToBe TieDyed. The link is still showing there. Oh, you asked. Oh, you are blah. Not the ginger beer is blah, but it's blah too. You are blah. Well, why are you blah today? Hello, Bill G. Nice to see you. Anybody want to buy a slightly used record? Look at that. Isn't that lovely? That's what a little bit of a hot day and a car will do. Whoa. Fantastic, huh? That's a work of art. I should put that on the wall. I didn't know what else to do with it, but hey. Paul's gone to get some food. I've got this lovely record for sale. Mint condition, yeah. Look at that. Ah, Andy Williams. Ooh. I don't know what to do with it. I didn't toss it out after I used it in one of my last videos. So like, there must be a use for it. Ashtray, serving plate, make a clock. Ooh, lovely, eh? Wow. Anyway, looking for some people to join the party. We'll throw that link up there again. Bang. Okay. And if anybody wants to come on and speak and be spoken to, hey, hair turned out pretty good. Not bad. Had a cut recently too. What do you know? So, things are pretty slow right here. Get some people to wave to. That's all right. But as for having an actual chat, it's just me. Why is it only me? Come on, people. I sound like John Anderson. You mean of Yes? Most people say it sound like SpongeBob. Oh well, okay. Do I have some gin? No, I don't have anything alcoholic here because just don't do that sort of stuff much. Yeah. L. Unfortunately, Bill has some gin. Well, maybe you could share. Maybe we could get something going here. Have a little bit of a gin party. Kiss likes cold gin. Been here for 5 minutes and haven't had any people join yet. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. I'll have to entertain you with my John Anderson impression. Oh. I don't. How do you know what John Anderson sounds like? Will I be the second banana tonight? Oh, could be. When will that be? Sometimes I look like Robert Fripp. Kind of frippy, eh? So Adam needs a second banana tonight? Could be. Oh, we have our first joiner. Get ready, people, for
Hello.
Richard Dolin. Hiya.
Hi, Doc. Hi, Doc. How you doing?
Did you know I sounded like John Anderson?
No.
No?
I didn't know you sounded like John Anderson.
I don't know. But I have something here to show you. Are you ready? Do you have one of these?
I have a humor card. Yeah.
You do have that. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind then. Okay.
I got the deluxe. Did you get the?
Did I get the disc 1 and disc 2?
Did you got the one with the 39 with the 2 discs?
2 discs.
Oh, okay.
Yes. But just so you know, it's not complete. Because it was $10. And I went, oh, really? $10? And I said, oh, that's a bargain. Until I opened it up. And I went, oh, look, it's got a disc 2. Right? But disc 1 is phony. See? So I do have this. So I got this one. Yeah, this one, this 2, but this 1 is a phony. So that's why it was $10.
Yeah.
So
well, I gotta buy that one again because I lost like 2.
You lost what?
I lost like 2 discs out of that. So
both of them. So all you got is an empty thing.
So I need to buy. I need to buy that again.
Huh. Well, Bill C says, look, it's Richard! Yay!
Who said that? Hey, Bill.
He's all excited. Richard is here. Now, what is this? I could probably do a John Anderson vocal. Really? I'll be around about.
It sounds better.
That's not good. Or look, record crazy.
Hey, Adam.
So, what's going on in Pennsylvania?
Not much. Coronavirus cases are starting to go up again.
Yeah, that's the bummer.
Yeah.
What's this? You have to.
Look what I just bought.
Oh, what do you got? What is that? Oh, it's framing pie. Or no, it is. No, wait a minute. So I'm sorry. No, it's
driving rate.
You braved yourself and bought one.
Fantastic album. This is a Japanese copy, so I'm not going to open it.
Ooh. Best to keep it sealed. That way it's worth more. Carson wants to know how you are, Richard.
Oh, I'm doing good. Hey, Carson, how are you doing tonight?
7 p.m. tonight. It's the Adam and Doc show. Be there, be square, buy stuff.
Great album here, especially the song Rinse the Raindrops. Beautiful song.
No.
No.
Paul sings in Japanese? Is that what that's about? Do we have Cobb's Bakeries? I'm going to say no. I've never heard
of it. This was apparently supposed to. This was supposed to come with a. This was supposed to come with a hype sticker for the Out There tour. Which he from 2013 in Japan. But when I bought it, it wasn't on there.
I'd send it back.
No, I'm not going to send it back because it's still a Japanese copy, and I like collecting imports from other countries. So I'm going to keep it sealed.
Well, they promised you a hype sticker and you didn't get one, so it's a flaw.
Yeah.
Bill doesn't. Paul's having cobs for lunch. Cobs sound like corn, though, not bakeries. Bakeries sound like bread. Here, Carson wants to know what your favorite piece of Paul memorabilia is.
That I have?
Yeah.
Well, that's an easy one, Carson. My autograph.
By Paul himself.
My favorite piece of my favorite thing that I have that's not autographed probably would be my butcher cover.
Everyone should have one.
Yeah.
How's your mom doing, Richard?
She's doing pretty well.
Hi, Mrs. Dolin.
Oh, she's sleeping right now.
She's sleeping? What must be a hard day.
I woke her up at like 2:30 in the morning and she was mad at me.
Well, yeah, you're that type that stays up all night.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, I was exhausted last night and I was a little drunk, so I fell asleep at like 10 o'clock and woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning. And
Adam says you're a sleeping beauty.
Thank you, Adam. No, actually, I was exhausted last night, so I fell asleep at what's the biggest piece of crap I think Paul ever did? Chaos and Creation in the Backyard.
Whoa. There you have it.
It's garbage.
Well, everybody is can't be perfect every time. There's a few clunkers everywhere.
There's like 4 or 5 good songs on it. Other than that, it's not worth the time. Boring, depressing, and it's just dull. I mean, it's dull.
If you had to choose between that and Day in the Life, which one would you say is worse? Oh, there's a tough question.
Probably A Day in the Life, because there is 4 or 5 songs on it that I like. So it's not like it's completely got bad.
Okay.
I mean,
Adam has a question. Do you drink raw eggs in the morning after you drink?
No, I don't drink raw eggs after I drink or any morning. I think that's gross.
You need the protein. You can at least scramble them or something.
Yes, I much rather prefer this to Chaos and Creation.
You're lucky you've got all that stuff there. Yeah, but at least two racks of something above your head there.
What?
You got 2 racks of stuff just above your head. Here, what do you think of Michael Jackson's drummer, Jonathan Sugarfoot Moffett?
Don't really know MJ's drummer. I don't really know anybody in MJ's band or anybody that really played for MJ except for MJ. MJ is really the only person I care about, and as far as his music, so I don't really know.
Can you do a little bit of Michael Jackson for us here?
I wanna rock with you all night, dance you into the sunlight. I wanna rock with you all night. We're gonna rock the night away.
Yay! There we go.
Yeah. I'm actually working on another MJ song right now. I'm doing "You Are Not Alone."
Record Crate wants to know if you know Toto.
Ugh.
No Toto for
No,
Adam.
I'm not gonna hold the line. I don't really know that one. Like it's been always on time.
There.
Oh, I definitely agree with you on that, Bill. I think that the album is a masterpiece.
Person wants an encore. We're entertaining the world today.
Yeah.
Yes, people are tuning in and going, boy, this is the best ever. No. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Bill. I think that is a masterpiece. It's a great album.
I'm not sure if he means the song or the whole
Well,
album.
the song and the album are excellent.
Both.
My three go-tos with MJ or my three go-to albums are Bad, Thriller, and Off the Wall.
Maybe you could get a trip to Neverland. Wouldn't that be nice?
I would think. Are you setting me up for something here, Doc?
No. Well, wouldn't Neverland be one of the places you'd like to visit most?
Yeah, I would like to visit Neverland because I'm probably gonna get some people saying nasty stuff about me here, but I don't care because.
You know Toto, that must be part of MJ's band, is that right? That doesn't make sense.
Richard, you said you don't know of MJ's band. I said you know Toto.
Toto?
I don't have any idea what you're talking about there, Adam.
I'm clueless on that one too. So that is just as good as anything he ever did.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's as good as Thriller, at least for me, but that's one of my go-to.
Adam says Toto is all over MJ.
I really don't know what he's talking about. Here with Toto and Michael Jackson.
I don't think it's quite the same. Oh, look, we're about to have a new joiner. Are you ready? It's Rachel, the music.
Oh, okay.
Hokey Smoke!
Hokey Smoke, yes! Look at you. Want to see me pull a rabbit out of my hat?
Happy Sunday.
Hey,
let's do the broadcast backwards.
Now that would be interesting.
Oh my God.
Oh, yes. I know we've got this controversy about Toto and Michael Jackson.
Toto.
Michael Jackson. I didn't know that.
You big bully. Don't hurt Toto.
Yeah, really.
Or is it a different Toto we're talking about?
Yeah, I think he's talking about the band Toto.
Oh, those guys. Yeah.
Guys, the Carroll brothers, yes.
Yeah, not the terrier.
No.
Yeah.
Not a duke, not a prince, but the king of the forest. But anyway.
Oh my. How are you doing, my friend?
Yeah. If I were king of the forest.
You sound better than John Anderson.
What have we turned into here? Okay.
So how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing very well. I mentioned you in an upload because there's a contest from Glenn Calloway. He's just hit 100 and plus subscribers. And so his concept was to create your favorite band or any band you want. No restrictions if they're dead, if they're elderly now, they're back in their prime, they're together. And of course, being a big Beatles fan, I went with the Beatles. Now, the criteria was create at least a minimum of 8 songs in the song set. So for the encore, as one of the songs, I chose A Day in the Life. And I said, sorry, Richard Dolin. Yeah, I had to apologize to you, but I had to go with A Day in the Life as part of the Beatles encore with their magical concert that I created.
You should have put something from this album on, like Rinse the Raindrops, maybe.
I would have put "Fa You" on as the encore.
Yeah.
The Beatles just look at everybody, and go "Fa You."
Yeah.
18 copies. Apparently, somebody in the VC has something like 18 copies. I don't know his name offhand, but he had 18 or so copies of. They were all on CD, and there were just multiple kind of this Egypt Station. It was a plethora of Egypt Station CDs. Have you seen that guy, Doc?
No.
Crazy stuff.
No,
This and everywhere, using them for posters.
I wish he had some on vinyl. I wish he had one on vinyl because I need a vinyl copy of it. I got it on CD.
Rachel, you didn't see my cameo in Harry Zlato's park thing.
Oh, now hold on. I think I missed that upload. I was going to do it. I was going to tune in, but I'm going to make sure I watch it because I saw you do your outdoor one.
Yes, the one about something about a day in the park or something.
Oh,
like
it was
sunny day in the park.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Yeah. I make a cameo at the end.
I'm going to watch it. I got to watch it. I love Harry. Harry, if you're out there, if you see this retroactively, we love you, Harry.
Yes.
You know, I mean, he's in Australia, so what time is it for him now? You know, like 9 at night or something.
I think it's 1 in the morning or something.
Yeah, it's horrific.
Yeah, well, but I made a surprise cameo at the end of the video, and he promises more. He promises more.
I'm going to be having a contest coming up here. Probably going to announce it in the next couple of days because I just hit 125 subscribers.
Ooh,
So, what do you think is a good number to shoot for my contest? Because
I would hold off. Here's my honest opinion. I would hold off to the 150 mark and then make it your push to 200. I mean, 150 to 200.
No, that's what I was thinking. Wait till 150, but that could still take a while. I mean, that might take a while. Though.
Well, that's true. I mean, you can throw it in. In all honesty, I agree with you. I think one of the quickest ways to make your channel grow quick is to do contests. I think they're a great way to get people on board because other big names like Doc here with his 1,075 subscribers, he can bring. Hold on, Doc. What's the number for you?
Like more like 520.
Oh, okay. Well, it's close. We're all Doc. Do a contest.
Well, I've already got one of the prizes here. The Andy Williams record.
Hey, we got a young fellow from England here. He's just a child. His name is FitToBe TieDyed, which sounds like some sort of serial killer. But well, hello, Rye. Hello, Rye. Giovanni
Gio. Hello.
Take care. Oh, grapes.
And grapes cherry.
Grapes cherry. Canadian institution there, eh?
I think that's grapes.
Okay, I'm going to show you kids something a little different from. I'm going out of the wheelhouse. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh. I think we're about to have a show. We're going to show and tell.
Oh my gosh.
Bill G's got a question for you.
Oh, I went right out of the wheelhouse.
Do I like the word or weight from Rubber Soul we're given? I don't understand the question.
Well, if you like the word or weight from Rubber Soul, you will be forgiven for not liking A Day in the Life.
Oh, I like both of those songs.
There you go. You're forgiven.
Forgiveness rules.
There's the forgiveness rule. Okay, we got kind of sidetracked. We got an Iron Maiden record to look at.
Yes, it's the number of the beast. It's all metal.
You said you didn't like metal.
I like metal, but I'm not a metal connoisseur. So, but now I am because I got this. And hold on, hang on to your hats. Gotta go up there.
Yeah. I was
Hokey
gonna say,
smokes.
that's a very metal album.
What is it?
Another great one.
Oh, I think it's Dokken.
It's
Judas
Judas
Priest.
Priest,
Judas Priest.
and it's British Steel, the classic.
Yeah.
So yeah, out doing a little metal purchasing.
I
Talk to
like
my
it.
younger brother. My younger brother's a big metal guy. Oh, Bill is thanking you for the interpretation for Richard.
Yeah, Iron
Yeah,
Maiden.
Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden.
Ray has pronounced it properly. Iron Maiden. It's just like Iron, you know. Did you know that Ray is 5 bells Cockney English? 5 bells is St. Mary's. St. Mary Le
I was not aware.
They are killer. This is my kid brother's favorite band.
Hi, Stephen.
Hey, Stephen.
We hurry and get home so you can join.
I think I'm going to try and do an upload from the comfort of my bed like that guy in England.
Oh, the guy with the bag on his head? Oh, yeah.
Maybe start smoking again, you know. Wax eloquent on the Beatles. George Harrison, if he was alive, would drive by and go, "It's been done."
Well done. Yeah. So what else is happening in the world today? I know I'm hungry for one. I didn't have a very good breakfast, so.
Oh no, Doc.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to stir up some macaroni and cheese or something.
Oh, a KD. The old KD.
KD. But for all you Americans out there who don't know what KD is, you gotta say the whole thing.
Yeah, it's the old craft dinner. Canadian staple. Canadian staple.
Put in some juicy jumbos.
Oh, and by the way, I did on my channel, I did the accent tag. Now, you know what the accent tag is, right?
Actually, I don't.
Richard, do you know what the accent tag is?
I've seen people do it. I don't really know exactly what it is.
Okay, well, it's regional dialects. We all pronounce and say words differently, like aluminium. Like for the UK brigade, aluminium is what they say for, we call it aluminum, but they'll go aluminium, which I think sounds better, a little more cultured, perhaps.
Yep.
But anyway, so I've done an upload. So Doc and Richard, you guys should hop on and represent.
Yep.
Record Crate's live stream tonight. I guess he's selling CDs or records.
Yes, and he wants me to play Second Banana too, so I'll be in the corner, I guess, commentating.
Oh, that'll be good. Because he has normally.
Record Crate tonight at 7 p.m. EST, and join me and Adam as we look at some records for sale.
That'll be good. That'll be good. Now I'm in Canada, so I can't really purchase anything. It's too awkward in the posting and la la la. But it's great. It's great if you're in the United States, and particularly if you're in North Carolina, and even more so if you're in Raleigh, North Carolina. The record
Pennsylvania works too. Yeah, he'll sell to Pennsylvania. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Pennsylvania. Absolutely right, Richard.
And Richard has a special connection to Infinity Records in New York.
Oh.
Oh, you saw that video, Isaac. You saw that video, Doc.
Yes. He's the new Telephone Richard.
No, I'm not telephone rich because I actually pay stuff when I buy it.
Well, there's Telephone Paul and Telephone Richard.
Paul doesn't pay for anything. I pay for it.
Yeah, Paul's right. It's
he's been wanting an Elvis record for 5 years. He says he's getting a check in every time he calls.
Here, Rachel, you're supposed to say it like this: Canada, eh?
Yeah, Canada, A. We got to do the A sound. So
Canada Day is coming up.
Yeah, July 1 is our day.
July 1.
July 1.
Yes, but it's in the middle of the week, so it's kind of a weird work week coming
Yeah.
up. So like 2 days on, a day off, and 2 days.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do an upload for that where I do a combination of American Canadian acts or Americans and Canadian bands would be good. And
I'm
then for
thinking
Independence Day, I'll do Canadians and American bands.
Ooh. How
Yeah,
about,
I'll put a twist
how
on
about
it.
the top 10 Canadian bands?
I'm
Top
thinking I
one
may
for
do.
Canada Day.
Yeah, for Canada Day. Yeah.
I'm thinking I may do a list of my favorite American bands. Problem is that I really don't have that many favorite American bands because pretty much everybody I listen to is British.
There, Bill says, yeah, Telephone Richard, that's a good idea.
Yeah, but I don't. But the difference is I pay for the stuff. I do buy stuff from there though, Bill.
I don't know who Kid Jensen is. I'm
Google
not-
it. I got to Google Kid Jensen. Let's Google
Oh,
Kid
we
Jensen.
did the top 10 Canadian bands a couple years ago. Good. I'm going to have to watch that and steal all the content.
I don't really know Canadian. I mean, the only Canadian bands I really know are Rush, Triumph, and those are really.
Oh, the Guess Who. You got to have the Guess Who.
Uh,
Okay, Doc, here's the answer for Ray's question. David Allen Kid Jensen, born in 1950 on July 4th, American Independence Day. He's a British radio disc jockey and television presenter, and he's born right next to me in Victoria, British Columbia. That's my hometown.
Yeah, look at that. Stephen Schnee knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DJ, born in my hometown, Stephen.
Whoops.
Hokey smokes again.
Poof. Wow.
Oh, we lost Richard.
We lost
Richard.
Well, Bill G says Rush, Triumph, and a cat named Neil Young. But Neil Young is not a band, though. Crazy Horse, maybe, but.
Rush, Triumph, and a cat named Neil Young. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Neil Young counts as a band.
Crazy Horse does.
Crazy Horse, yes, but not Neil Young. But
We got Backman Turner Overdrive. We've got Edward Bear. You cannot get. Let me see. Where's my Edward Bear? I got Edward Bear.
You got to have Loverboy.
Loverboy, I got to. There it is. Look, I'll go to CD. Whoops, hang on. The house is falling apart. There's the bear. Edward Bear.
I think
You know what? The
Girl,
great song, I love this song, You, Me, and Mexico. What a great song.
Gee, I haven't heard that in like 50 years.
Oh, man, I love that song. Yeah, okay.
Neil doesn't need a band.
Neil doesn't need a band. You know, I did an upload where I did the thing with David Foster and Neil Young, like they're doing the Tears Are Not Enough. It's a good one, Stephen. It's a great CD. So David Foster, they're doing the Tears Are Not Enough. We Are the World, Canada's Northern Lights. So it had, a Neil Young and Burton Cummings, all these Canadian, Zach Acosta or whatever, Zacosta.
How about Gino Vanelli?
What? Oh, Gino Vanelli.
Yeah,
So all our Canadian guys. So this is like 1985, 86 or so. And so Neil Young singing, with every heart we try, or, whatever the thing is. And then it's got David Foster going, hey, Neil, hold on. You were a bit flat there. And Neil Bosey goes, that's my sound, man.
You sound like you turned into Murray Wilson.
Well, it could happen. Oh, yeah. Who is the other guy? Murray McLaughlin. But
these people aren't bands, though. We need bands. Like
Okay, well, we got more bands.
Yeah.
Showdown. My buddy's band, Showdown. They did the rodeo song. 40. When I don't give up, got a heater in my, and we're off to the rodeo.
Ooh, wow.
Written by Gay Delorme out of Texas, interestingly enough. But this Canadian band, Showdown, they got the big hit with it.
Maybe they should do some more like Stompin' Tom Connors or something like that.
Stompin' Tom. Who else do we have up here that's big? Oh, Arcade Fire. Arcade Fire. Good Canadian talent.
I don't think I've ever heard an Arcade Fire song.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you've got to hear Arcade Fire. They are a very, very good band. Now, Bill saw Neil and Crazy Horse in '85. I believe I saw them on that tour as well.
Pretty powerful stuff.
Yeah, he's correct. It was, I mean, because it's all powerful. In fact, I think I saw them a couple of years after that because Sonic Youth was backing them up. Oh, Carson.
Well,
Hey, Carson.
John Vocal.
Carson, you got to watch my latest upload. I gave you a shout out. I also
Whoa!
Yeah, sending people over to you. Told them you're a genius. I also called you a kid, but I apologized. So I think I should get away with that.
Do we get Frosties in Canada? What's a Frosty?
Okay, let's think, Doc. Let's think what a Frosty might be to a Brit.
Well,
like a snow cone.
Well, first thing I think of is that kind of like a shake thing at Wendy's restaurant.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Wendy's Frosty.
Wendy's Frosty. I don't know. I guess. I don't know.
Okay, Ray, tell us what they are.
It must be up there with the fish and chips or something.
I love Ray, by the way. He's a big talent. I'm telling you. He could have so many subscribers if he wanted, but he keeps shooting himself in the foot. Why? I don't know. Oh, Frosties are a cereal.
Never heard of it.
Frosted Flakes. Maybe he's thinking like Frosted Flakes.
It's
Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. That's what he's talking about.
Oh, yeah. Maybe in Britain that's what they call.
Yeah, give me a Frosty.
Huh. Well,
who'd have thunk it?
Yeah, but I've got some here. Well, not Frosties, but Frosted Flakes.
Show them. Go grab them. Show them what they look like over here.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
Boy, that's perfect timing, I guess. Wow.
Steve Priest was always great. He was the one that always did the counter vocal to the lead. So, gosh, who was it? He died early in the late 98 or so. Who's the lead singer for The Sweet? Hey, Michael. Who's the lead singer for Sweet? We know that. Brian Connolly.
Yeah, of course.
So Steve does the thing, the backup, ballroom blitz and stuff. And she thinks she's the passionate one, that.
Oh, yeah.
Steven knows.
Yeah.
It took me a while, Stephen, but it kind of clued for me.
Yeah. We love Sweet.
Yeah, I do. A fantastic band. And hang on. Where are you, Sweet? You're in pink. There we go. The Sweet in pink.
Ooh.
There's a greatest hits comp. And there's the kids. And that's Hokey Smoke, the president's in the house.
It's a grand poobah.
Uh-oh.
Oh my. Oh. Oh, you got to do the Stephen Schnee. Like,
How you doing, Paul?
I'm good. I'm just waiting for Invisible Ray to join.
Okay, let's get him up here. From the comfort of everyone's bed, maybe he's not in Ray mode, though. He could be in his secret identity. His plainclothes, humble, mild reporter.
How can you tell he's invisible?
Well, he's going to show us some Frosties, maybe.
Well, they wear the bandages so he shows up, right, Paul?
I guess. I don't know. I can always see his hands, though. I haven't figured that part out yet.
Maybe he didn't get dunked in the formula that caused the invisibility factor to kick in.
Yeah.
I didn't get to ask when you were holding up the Sweet CD. Does it have Coco on it?
Coco, let me see.
I've got Coco in my pantry.
It's got Little Willie.
Yeah.
I'll leave that up to you guys to figure out what that's about.
I'm not going there.
But he won't go.
Wigwam Bam, Blockbuster, The Ballroom Suite, you got to have. Teenage Rampage, Fox on the Run, The 16s, Action, The Lies in Your Eyes, Los Angeles Fever, Stairway to the Stars, love. You know, they should have had Coco on there. That was their first big.
Aw. That was my introduction to the suite, the song Coco.
Yeah, and they've got the marimbas and the kettle drums.
Steel drum, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so Jamaica, man. You know? And then
And they're kind of poppy, and everybody's looking so good. They were a good-looking band.
Well, they were right up there with Slade.
Do you know what? Slade is a real surprise to people in our part of the world. They had the most number ones in the 1970s in the UK. They blew everybody off the.
Slade is the second greatest rock and roll band ever. Those guys are amazing.
Come on, feel the nose, and what is it? Chameleon. You know,
those guys. I've been trying to collect their albums. They're not easy to find, but they are. I love that stuff. It's just simple, good music. You know, I love it.
It's stuff. Where's my Slade? I gotta find.
We need Invisible Ray to VCLT you, Paul, and send a bunch of that stuff over here.
Yeah.
Because we can't get it like he could. It would be a dime a dozen in the UK, I bet.
You guys were somebody was mentioning Lightfoot.
There we go. I found my Slade.
Oh, that's a great Slade album. Yeah, that's Sladeist, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the best part is
on vinyl at one point, but it disappeared.
Yeah, and the best part is that this is a not an antique.
So if you're into Lightfoot, you need to check this out. This is an album that's just been released of recordings he did back in, I think, the early 2000s, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty good. So it's just him and his guitar. So it's really great stuff. If you're into Lightfoot, you'll like it.
I was going to say this is a souvenir because I bought this in Vancouver.
Well, you need to send it back home to me.
No. It was the only time I ever saw it in a Vancouver record store.
I used to have it on vinyl, but it disappeared. I've got maybe half a dozen Slade albums.
Slade albums,
yeah. I love them. They're great.
Hey, Paul, what stores are the best to go to for vinyl in Vancouver? Do a shout out on some of the Vancouver record shops.
You know, I don't go to Vancouver that much to do record shops because I found they get pretty picked over. There's a couple there. There's one called Audio Pile, which is quite good. There's another couple. There's one called Zulu, another one called Neptune Records. The one I go to is nowhere near Vancouver. But it's I just find the ones in Vancouver, they get picked over pretty quick. Anything decent. Or there's another one there that's got a lot of stuff, but the guy is so overpriced and you know.
Right. They stole all the Slade songs.
By popular request. Also, Steve just made a comment about Wee Little Willie being very popular when amongst the 9 and 10-year-old set.
Oh yeah, I remember that song. Yeah.
Yeah,
the big one when I was in high school was Barroom Blitz.
Yeah, Ballroom Blitz is a big
whatever. I hated that song because it just got played over and over again. I thought it was a stupid song.
I love the double kick drum on it though.
Yeah.
Man, that's cool.
I still don't have much patience for that song. It's just like, oh, here we go again.
Well, what about Fox on the Run?
Yeah, again, you know, I'm not.
That's the same thing.
I wasn't into the whole glam rock thing at that time. So.
Well, it's probably best that you didn't, Paul. You could have done to you what it could have done to me. What? You don't want to go there?
Well, listen, while everybody was into that stuff, I was into the Who. So.
Well, the Who's great.
There you go. So
yeah, you're making the sweep sound like the Archies.
No, they were glam rock. I wasn't into glam rock. That wasn't my thing.
Well,
I didn't even like I like Bowie's stuff, but I didn't like that era.
Oh, I was huge on Bowie. I love Bowie and T-Rex. T-Rex.
That glam rock stuff. But as far as I got into that was Elton John, and I like his earlier stuff better. You know, so.
Yellow Brick Road is a fantastic album.
Yeah.
What What about Club at the End of the Street?
Madman Across the Waters is best.
No. Bill says, Rachel, you super quick.
I try and be, Bill. I try and be.
Very quick.
Here's Tanner. He's heard the Lightfoot too. Good for you.
Yeah, Gordon Lightfoot, Canadian legend.
Yes. Now there's a legendary song right there, White Rabbit.
I can do that.
Makes you larger. Is that the blue pill, Ray?
There you go. Surrealistic pillow. But I think Ray was talking about a different kind of pill.
Well, it's the blue pill, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that'll fix the little Willie problem.
Herb Ward never had that problem.
I never had that problem, so I never tried the pill.
Well, I don't have that problem now, so.
Rachel, you got everything at arm's length there. All you have to do is just say Creedence Clearwater Revival. When you just
I forgot what we were talking about there.
Now, let's see. Creedence I got on vinyl, so that's a longer. It takes me longer to get to my vinyl. I can do the cassettes pretty quick. They're all right in front of me here.
Oh, wait. We're going to get some CCR here. Oh, look at the giant box. Oh.
No fair.
Look at that.
Frickin' box set. Come on.
Whoa.
Oh. Oh.
That's
Drool.
Shame, Doc. He's putting us to shame.
oh.
And
Well, he's so happy to be able to do this.
Oh, the sweet set.
You're killing me.
He's got the sweet box set.
Oh man, this guy.
What?
There's no slowing Paul down.
What does he have next? It's the
Another box set. Singles. He's
Wow.
got a box set of their singles. Holy smokes. Do you know, one of the great songs that Creedence did that you don't hear a lot about is Ramble Tamble. I frickin' love Ramble Tamble. And
I'm not into singles or 45s, but my record store had that in one day, and it was like ridiculously cheap. So I thought, I better get that.
Yeah, smart man.
Yeah.
Wow. What price is ridiculously cheap?
Oh, like this was like well under $100. Like it was just, yeah.
Yeah, but I could have got those at Kmart for 77 cents a piece.
Yeah, if we could time travel.
Get in your Wayback Machine, yeah.
Yeah.
But those have picture sleeves, I think. So not quite.
They are. They're all.
Yeah.
I should just show you them. I did a video on them, but that was a while ago.
Ooh.
That's the book. That's a booklet.
Yeah. Yeah, there's that class.
Yeah, Susie Q. I was going to mention Susie Q.
Susie Q, great tune. Proud Mary. Bad Moon, such a good song. American Werewolf, huh? American Werewolf in London really showed that to effect, that song.
It was on the shelf just crying out to be purchased.
That's right.
Buy me, buy me. Buy me, buy me. Look over here, buy me.
So yeah, it's great. There's this is some kind of promo.
Ooh. Meanwhile,
Oh, you know what it is? I think it's Interview, if I remember correctly.
That's like the Beatles story, the whole interview thing.
Yeah.
For hardcore fans.
Or people who buy the box set.
Or who give you buy the box.
Like, give me. I will take that. Yes. Okay.
No, you wouldn't send me that CD you showed earlier, so you're not getting this.
What CD was that?
The one you bought in Vancouver, the Slade one.
Oh, the Slade.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, you lost.
Are you jealous that I have this?
Only if you're jealous that I have this.
Oh man.
No, I'm very happy to have this. I've never seen it anywhere but.
I've never seen it. That's a good one to have.
Yeah.
Good for the car, right? It's good cruising music.
Yes, it's like I have to have it. You know?
I just bought this box set for a Canadian artist.
Oh, John Mitchell, yeah.
Studio album, 68 to 79.
Hmm.
So
about
yeah,
her,
Tony's
that's
great.
fine.
Yeah. Big fan.
I find
Radio.
I like cover versions of her stuff better than I like the originals. But
Well, because because she has such an idiosyncratic vocal.
yeah,
Oh,
And so people like Judy Collins could come along and just hit the sweet spot with it.
yeah.
okay. We're going to see if Rachel has this famous Canadian artist, all right? You
Okay.
ready? Buffy St. Marie. Go for it.
Oh,
Grab it.
damn it. I don't
Grab
have
it. Grab it.
Do you know what? I'll tell you know what, in place of that, because I'm to my shame, I don't have Buffy. And I really should. But I'll tell you a fun story. And it involves Buffy St. Marie, Joni Mitchell, my cousin,
Whoa.
she's from Saskatoon.
Your cousin Vinny.
No, my cousin. Well, I don't want to out anybody on the YouTube media, but anyway, so she is out at Saskatoon during the 125th celebration. She's out having a smoke because she went to school with Joni Mitchell, so she knew Joni Mitchell from high school. So Joni and her are out back. They're having a smoke with Buffy St. Marie, who's also there. So three ladies having a cigarette. And who pulls up? The Queen of England. No,
Oh.
the Queen of England's coming in the back door with her security. So there's the girls, Joni Mitchell and Buffy St. Marie had met the Queen before, so she knew them.
That's pretty cool.
So she greets them. They all sit around having a little talk. Buffy St. Marie is smoking, so she feels bad about having a cigarette in front of the Queen. She puts the cigarette down and stamps it out with her bare foot.
Oh no!
The Queen of England goes, "You're going to hurt your foot, dear, if you do that. Don't do that." But I mean, talk about your bizarre encounters. My cousin, Joni Mitchell, Buffy St. Marie, and the Queen of England. Now that's a pretty interesting back alley story.
Hmm.
Hey, this is this CCR box set. They released them separately too, and they sound fantastic. They sound better than the originals. I've got all the original Canadian pressings, and these things sound a lot better.
Oh, good to know.
They're really amazing. Even comes with this little certificate of authenticity.
Oh, wow.
Right? Numbered. Mine is number 5,742.
Does it got John Fogerty's phone number on it?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
The one you can get off the shelf nowadays, the Creedence remaster for Cosmos Factory is incredible. It has
That's what these are. These are all the remasters in a box set.
Yeah, tremendous fidelity.
Yeah, no, they're fantastic. They just sound amazing.
Yeah, I believe you. Absolutely.
Every day Paul goes out to his front porch, there's something. Every day. Amazon must
Not today.
There's Paul again.
Next one I'm waiting on is Neil Young's new one. New old one.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that
Homegrown.
Oh.
Yeah. He recorded it just after
Tonight.
Well, just before Tonight's the Night, but he kind of recorded them at the same time, and he released Tonight's the Night, and never released Homegrown.
Yeah.
So he's finally gotten around to releasing it. We've heard some of the tracks were released, 3 or 4 of them, but not, just not as a whole album. So apparently John Heaton was talking about it. He did a review on it, and he said it sounded really good. So I'm not surprised. That's my favorite Neil Young period.
Yeah. Well, John Heaton, of course, being one of Invisible Ray's favorite channels. He just loves John Heaton.
He's busy waiting for the new Leo Sayer album.
Yeah, that's good, Ray. You let us know how that sounds.
Hiya, Robert B. Nice.
Hey, Robert.
Robert B.
How's your thumb? I'm praying for your thumb, Robert.
Was you get a bad thumb?
Yeah, there's a story behind it, but yes, he has a sore thumb.
Uh-oh.
Don't do that, Robert.
I've got 2 black ones.
Now, here's some good news in a kind of strange way. I went to buy the new Bob Dylan album at my local record store down in Victoria, and the guy goes, they're sold out. 79 years old, and Bob Dylan is sold out. Number one. That guy's going to number 1.
Wow.
Can you imagine? Oh, hey, you got the latest Dylan? Oh, sorry, we're sold out.
McCartney went to number 1 with the Egypt Station, so, you know.
Oh, my God.
Well, he did.
Older people are having #1 albums. Like, what's a Lizzo to do?
Well, I think the difference is that these guys know how to create art. You know, these other newer bands are just formula, right? So,
well,
they
Dylan,
call them accountant bands because they're created by accountants.
Music comes out. I don't see any of these people actually having songwriting skills.
Oh, they don't write their own stuff. Nobody does anymore.
No, they just take old Quiet Riot songs and run them backwards. That's a song. That's a new song. And just talk over it. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Bob Dylan is #1 in the UK.
Richard McCook, one of my favorites. Absolutely. Northern Ireland, Richard McCook. Richard's from around the Belfast area. Just a fantastic channel. If you don't follow Richard McCook, please do, ladies and gentlemen. He is wonderful.
That's great.
Which half of your children are you having dinner with?
The top or the bottom half?
Yeah, the top of the or the side.
Middle of the order.
Yeah. Hi, Rachel. What's this? Ooh, wow.
Oh, that's nice.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yikes.
Very good.
Holy shite.
Wow.
Remind me to tell you when my birthday is.
Wow.
That
nice. Is awesome. What a collector's item.
That's going to be worth thousands and thousands of dollars.
It's worth a good bit of coin for sure.
Yeah. Even Mickey will sell you some autograph stuff on his channel, like MickeyDolans.com or something like that.
Hey, Richard, you can tell our good friend Rob Walker, who's over in Manchester, that I'm going to pick up a box set of the Jam that I saw. And so I've got that squirreled away. That's coming up. So the Jam. That's Rob Walker's favorite band.
What flavor?
What flavor? Jam?
Smuckers.
Oh, who is the best jam company? That's a good question. Smuckers. Who are the other big jam?
What's the big one in Canada, Doc? I can't remember.
I don't think there are any others.
No, I only have. There was one in. Well, I don't eat jam, so I can't remember the name.
Gosh, yeah.
Smuckers.
Smuckers.
Yeah, Smuckers. We all know just as soon as you say.
Yeah, but I don't.
You people out there, tell us jam brands. We need to know some jam brands.
You know, the three of us are all Canadian here. This is good.
Oh, we're going to the dogs.
It's a complete.
Yeah, we're going to the dogs. All right, that's Brady. Yep.
Love being your dog.
Royal Appointment, Robertson's. There you go. Robertson's Jam.
Yeah, we get that.
By Royal Appointment.
Yeah, that's maybe the one I was thinking of.
No, I was thinking like Aylmer or something.
My wife, she likes the Smuckers. She gets that.
Yeah, but with a name like Smuckers, it might be good.
I love it. And that was the old Jiffy peanut butter. That was Annette Funicello. She was the
Kraft peanut butter is unbeatable.
Well, the two little bears, adorable.
Yeah.
Just the marketing alone, Paul.
Well, you got to buy them just for the bear label.
Oh, I got to show you something related to that. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's got it all.
Yeah, in the meantime, Robert B. says he doesn't have the new Dylan yet, but he bought a Sinatra box instead.
Very nice, Robert. Chris Profi, Musically Obsessed, just did a thread where show your Frank Sinatra albums.
Oh.
I don't know if you can see that.
It's the bear. He's got the bear on here.
The bear jar.
Here it is.
Kraft peanut butter jar as a piggy bank.
What time period is the jar?
Oh, I've probably had this about 10 years or so. Anyway,
Very
Well,
creative.
yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
This is the boy. He's got the bow tie, and I think there's a girl as well.
Hmm. Well,
Oh,
you
I
got
didn't know they had.
Like, this is the smooth, right? I think the crunchy was the girl.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I would have
It's
thought the
hard.
smoothie would have been the girl, but that, that's just me.
Definitely,
I
definitely.
didn't know there was a girl bear. Anyway, hey, look, it's Michael Elliot.
Hokey smoke.
Hello.
Oh,
Can you guys hear me? Because I can't hear myself in my mixer. But can you guys hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, great. Rachel, as usual, you're always on top of it. The Jam is such a fantastic band. And I have the guitar pick of Paul Weller, the leader of the Jam.
Yeah.
I've seen him twice, and he came to Detroit a couple of years ago, and he flicked his guitar pick out into the crowd, and I got that baby.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a huge Jam fan.
And
By the way, good to see everybody.
How you see it, Michael?
we're talking about peanut butter here.
And I got to tell Michael that that's a harder pick to get, a plectum, than it would be had Rick Nielsen of Cheap Trick throwing one out.
Are you really?
Because Weller's not known as much for flicking the pick. Nielsen's made it part of the act.
Ah, I got it. Okay.
So there's more people with Rick Nielsen picks than there are with Paul Weller picks.
I watched the Stones DVD the other night, and at the end of the concert, Charlie Watts threw sticks out.
Say again, Paul?
Charlie Watts threw his sticks out into the audience. I thought was kind of dangerous, actually.
Yeah, you can put somebody out with that.
Oh, you could. I mean, if you're not watching, there he is.
You know who that is?
Charlie?
That is Alan White's autograph.
Well, Alan White. Okay.
Oh, wow, from Yes?
From Yes, and also from the Plastic Ono Band.
Yeah, he played on Instant Karma.
He sure
Now,
does.
how did you get those sticks, Rachel?
My buddy did the promotional tour for Yes when they were here in Victoria about 2010 or so, and so I got this signed, a DVD signed, and I got a concert program signed. I gave him a bunch of stuff, a CD, some different things. But I've given my Yes DVD that was signed by the band with Chris Squire's autograph, the late great Chris Squire, to a young lady I think she's in Wisconsin. I mailed it off to her. I don't even think she'll be tuning in on this broadcast. So it's free to say she doesn't know she's getting an autograph. I said, I got some DVDs for you. I'm going to send them to you. But one of them is autographed by the band. So she'll be knocked out. And Alan White and Steve Howe's autograph are on that, of course. And Jeff Downs as well.
And before I forget, sometimes I forget to look in the chat. Hey, Ray, how you doing, buddy? Robert, it's good to see you as well, everyone. Good
You
to
missed
see you all.
Dolin was here earlier.
Buck Fishes.
Yes. You remember Buck Fishes, don't you?
He's a living legend.
Yes.
Fish? I'm not sure about.
I don't know, Buck. Hi, Buck.
No, I don't know Buck.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm going to tell you something, though, Buck. Richard's show, he has his own show, but this is the Dawkins show. So there's a little bit of a difference there.
yeah, but you can always see the Buck Fishes show. Look what he's got there. Look at the size of that marlin.
Look. Wow. What kind of fish is that, Buck? We'll wait for your response.
Ray's talking about.
By the way, King Fit, I was the one that put Gordon Lightfoot in the chat. And here's another one for you guys. April Wine.
Yeah.
Oh, April Wine.
I have every one of their albums.
Hugely underrated. Hugely underrated.
Absolutely. They were huge here in Detroit back in the 70s. I mean, they were big here. But of course, Doc knows all Canadian bands.
One of the best compilations you can get. This is one of the best comps.
Yep. Just so many great bands out of
Paul's
Canada.
going to bring the discography over.
I'm gonna have to make a list. I forgot about April.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. I didn't know you were that big of a fan of.
We'll do the Rolodex here. So yeah, I better do them. I better do them in proper order. This is the first one.
That's like 40 pounds of records there.
It is.
Oh,
Yeah.
That first one's quite
Oh,
rare.
I put a bit of lady on it.
Yeah.
You don't see that first album too often.
No, you don't.
The first live album.
Ooh.
Mhm. They were.
Stand Back, big album for them.
Mm-hmm.
I love this album.
The Mad Hatter, that was huge.
Oh, well, crazy.
And when they toured that, they brought a gigantic Mad Hatter robotic thing
Yeah,
on.
that was a really big. That right there was a huge.
This album started off as a Miles Goodwin solo project,
Mhm.
and then he brought the rest of the band in, and it became an April Wine album.
Maybe
yeah.
do it alone.
This album, this was the night they backed up or opened for the Rolling Stones.
Well, they had the recording stuff there. Might as well just keep it going.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
So that's Love It Live. This was the opening act for that album.
So when you buy
they
you got the whole thing.
On the back, there's a little note here. I don't know if you can see that note.
I'm not on my big computer, so it's a little.
It's a thank you note from the Rolling Stones.
Fantastic.
There's for Invisible Ray.
There you go.
Yeah, of course. Best of Procol.
This is my favorite April Wine album.
Yes, that's a good one.
First glance, it's awesome. Greatest hits.
Wow.
Harder, faster.
Treacher's fish and chips.
No, but I know who Arthur Treacher is. That's the important thing.
They're all April Wine.
Wow.
He's a fan, all right. No doubt. Wow, he's a fan. Yes,
Then I
sir.
got a couple on CD as well. When I stopped buying vinyl, I bought the CDs.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Paul.
Great stuff. They're still together,
Yeah, they are. But now, when was the last time they toured, Paul?
Well, I don't think they really ever got stopped. They still kind of do the smaller gigs,
Yeah.
They were here close to me last summer. They had a big sort of concert in a town near me that they had Kim Mitchell. They were there. I think Loverboy was part of the bill. They did a whole bunch of Canadian acts.
Of course, Loverboy.
I forgot
I hate them.
Webster.
Can't stand Loverboy, but they did this whole thing.
How
Wow.
many of the
Summer.
original members
They were
were
part
there?
of that. I think Miles Goodwin's the only original.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's the only original left. Jerry Mercer was the drummer, but he's retired. I
Jerry
think
Mercer.
I think he got cancer. He was fighting cancer the last I heard.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
What about Moxie?
Moxie Fruvis?
No, just plain Moxie.
Yeah, Moxie, they didn't really hit it big, though. I mean, they were kind of
Except in Arizona or something.
well, they were out of, where were they from? They're from
London.
London?
Lighthouse.
I don't know.
No.
I think they were big in one of the southern states. Like they could sell out an arena, but that was about it.
Yeah.
Lighthouse was big for us. Skip
Yeah.
Rokoff and the boys.
Yes.
oh, yeah.
Don't everybody speak at once.
I'm not just trying to.
I think everybody was trying to muddle in their heads other Canadian bands.
Yeah, that's what
Helix.
trying to think back in the days of CKLW when they played all the Canadian bands like Edward Bear. And
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
It's different living out here in Vancouver because we get all the Vancouver bands, but we don't hear much of the guys from Eastern Canada. And as far as, my personal taste, I like the Eastern guys better, but
What's that? What's that?
What you got, Rachel?
I don't know. It's glary.
yeah. There's a girl on it.
Yeah. That is Susan Jacks.
Oh, she's
And the band is the Poppy Family.
Yeah.
Oh, I do somewhat remember that.
So Evil Grows in the Dark was a big hit for them.
Yeah.
It was running at the same time McCartney had Admiral Halsey, Uncle Arthur Admiral Halsey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember at the time Where Evil Grows was out that I loved it so much that I wouldn't go to bed until I heard it.
I love that song. Yeah, it was good.
Terry Jacks was quite ill too. He was suffering from some sort of was it brain cancer or something? He had a serious illness here. I don't know where he's at now, but he's quite ill.
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah.
And they also had Which Way You Going, Billy? And Which Way You Going, Billy was a big song because it knocked The Long and Winding Road out of the top, the #1 spot.
Look at this. Even Stephen Schnee remembers Terry Jacks.
Yeah, wasn't Terry Jacks Season in the Sun?
Yeah.
1970.
We had fun. We had seasons in the sun.
I can't stand that song either. I just like
No doubt. I can
it's
tell.
bubblegum, you know. I just sort of like,
Paul ain't playing it, man. Paul wants it rough and hard.
that was an AM radio hit, and I typically can't stand that kind of
I know.
sugary, sappy stuff.
What
Well,
about
you
Tommy
got-
Rowe and Sweet Pea?
You must really hate
I
Leo.
like Tommy Rose Dizzy. I always like that song.
You must really hate Leo Sayer.
Baz loves
Nah,
it.
not a big fan of Leo. Poor Leo.
Invisible Ray's a big fan of Leo Sayer, apparently.
Yeah. Well,
He likes the dance moves.
Yeah, I had
I was
a
in the drum of the poppy. I like the Archies.
I like the Archies too, with
that
Canadian
was Andy Kim. That was Andy Kim who did that.
Canadian content, yeah.
Yeah, this is the Canadian content hour.
Or as we know him, Baron Longfellow.
Oh,
And
As
he can
opposed
change,
to Longfellow as opposed to Little Willie.
yeah, because he changed his name for a while there.
oh, and this boy is Leo Sayer. Ah, that solves everything. Jeez.
Wouldn't that be crazy if it was? It would literally dark. It would be the dark side of Leo Sayer.
Oh, man.
I showed you my Johnny Durrell pick, right? Before.
Oh
Oh.
no!
Yeah, he played on. He was part of the Ventures.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
He played
yeah,
keyboard on
I got a couple of Ventures albums too.
Yeah, he played keyboard on Hawaii 5-0 theme.
Ooh.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay.
That's a sign.
There you go.
Johnny Durrell.
With Jack Lord.
How does Rico have everything at arm's length? That's amazing.
The thing about Hawaii 5-0, what I never really quite got is when they had Kim Fong as Cam Fong or Kim Fo. Just,
Well, you know,
man, just use your name. It sounds Hawaiian
At least
enough.
it wasn't something like Faux You or, you know.
Kim Fo You.
I agree with Bill G. The Archies over Seasons in the Sun. Any.
There you go. Even see, Bill G likes the Archie.
Yeah.
I did my top 10 tambourine players, and I put Betty from the Archies made the list.
Absolutely. Without a doubt.
You got to have Linda McCartney on there somewhere.
I did have Linda.
Yes. And Davey.
You have to have,
Davy
have to have
Jones.
John
was on
Anderson.
the list. Davy Jones
Yeah.
made it for also the reunion tour. He did solo career and Monkeys reunion tour. So Davy Jones coming in for 2 spots.
Ringo's
That's
gotta be on
right,
there
Davy
for-
Jones.
Ringo's got to be on there for his stellar work on Love Me Do.
You got to get John Anderson of Yes on there as well.
Oh my gosh! Liam Gallagher. Liam Gallagher.
Somebody says
Oh,
I sound like John Anderson.
I love John Anderson.
Yeah, he plays tambourine.
John's one of my favorites.
And there's that kid in my my grade 7 music class as well. What was his name?
Oh, and then also, and I also got Tracy from the Partridge Family. She also made my list.
Oh yeah, Tracy from the yes.
Tracy.
Oh, that's so funny.
There's so many good tambourine players.
Did Jan Brady ever play the tambourine?
No, I think she played keyboard. Didn't
He
she?
probably did.
I think
She was
wasn't
keyboard, I
what was
believe.
her instrument? Jan Brady.
Jan played keyboard.
I think she did. Yeah. I think
Yeah, I think she played keyboard.
Or was
What
that
about Stevie
Veronica?
Nicks?
Veronica Lodge also played keyboards for the Archies.
That's
Yeah,
right.
she
Yeah,
did.
got her on there.
And she had
What
that
about
move where it was just kind of repeated, you know,
right?
say
Well,
money.
what about Reggie's move?
Well, he was
You do that quite well, Richard.
Oh man, Reggie Mantle.
yes. But Jughead, where are you?
Oh, Jughead was the bass player, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I
No,
think
he was drums.
no, he drummed. He was a drummer.
I think Reggie was the bass player.
Oh, Reggie on
Yeah.
bass. Okay,
Yeah.
Michael, do your thing with the bass.
That's
That's
perfect.
so cool.
Yeah, and
Right.
Archie was just more like that.
Yeah, Archie just kind of, and his foot used to tap. Archie's foot tap.
Yeah. Archie, put tap and Archie.
But what about Stevie Nicks as far as tambourine as well?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Stevie's one of the great tambourinists.
I
Yeah.
don't know if she's great, but she's nice to look at.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
my God.
right. Like these are great ideas for a future video. Greatest tambourine players. And,
I've already done it. Look, it's out there. I've already done it.
I'm surprised somebody hasn't done the cowbell yet.
Oh,
Oh man. Oh,
Paul,
don't start.
that's brilliant. I love that idea. Top 10 cowbell performances.
We're an American band. It starts off with the cowbell.
Yep,
Yeah.
you're right.
wait, there's a Loverboy song that starts off with a cowbell.
Oh, half their songs start off with cowbell.
Oh, yeah. The kind of the danger one with the sirens going and everything. It's got the cowbell going. But you know what? I thought the Blue Oyster Cult should have owned the cowbell and kind of like Spinal Tap with the Stonehenge monolith coming
Yeah,
down.
I think the Beatles missed out on that opportunity. They never featured the cowbell. I think they missed out on it.
I would have got a 20-foot tall cowbell to slowly descend behind the band as they're rocking out. Just own the frickin' cowbell.
What about
Nesquik? Who's Mike Nesquik, right?
Well, Mike Nesbitt of the Monkees.
That's
Nesquik?
Nesquik.
Like if you go to a Monkees concert and there's no Mike Nesbitt, get your money back, refund right now.
What about Grand Funk Railroad? We're an American band. That's
Oh, I love
cowbell.
those guys.
That's cowbell up the yin.
What do we got?
English movie, Ray. English
Grand Funk, I don't know why people.
Flashback.
I don't know why people aren't talking about them even now. They were phenomenal. What
I'm
an
sorry, who are we talking about? Who?
Grand Funk Railroad.
Oh, of course. Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
And nobody
I
talks about
saw Mark Farner on the riverfront a few years ago.
Yeah.
And the guy's voice is still great, and his guitar is still unmatched. He's fantastic.
He really is. Yeah, he got really raked over by the other guys, but I don't know why.
I know that was the weirdest falling out. I'm still not clear of what's going on.
I don't think Mark knows either. He's kind of his stillman.
And he really wants to reunite.
It's got nudity in it, Ray.
Ooh. How much?
It's a wonderful English film. You got to watch it, Ray. You'd like it. It's a good movie. Highly
What's the
recommend.
name of it?
The film is called Cashback.
And who does it
Okay.
star?
Little English comedy, and it's got a great soundtrack in it. And
Okay.
yeah,
When did it come out?
it's about a bunch of guys that work at a late night store, and one guy can't sleep. He's like insomnia. So he discovers that he's got this ability to stop time. So he can, no, this is a good one. This is good.
There you go, King.
Oh, Ray, this is good. So he can stop time. So he's walking through the night store and all the shoppers are stopped. So he sees, attractive
Yes, sir.
ladies, checks them out and stuff.
I love this
Right up
photo.
his alley.
I'll look out for it. When did the movie come out, Rachel?
The movie came out, I'm going to say around 2010.
Oh, okay, so it's current. Okay, I'll check it out. Maybe I'll look for it on.
Yeah,
Tonight.
it's really clever. You'd like it.
Dude. Hey, oh yeah, there you go, dude. Hey, King, do you have Don, Mark, and Mel?
Well, which one? Oh, the Closer to Home, you mean? Or the Greatest Hits?
Yeah. It's called
Yeah,
Non-Mark and Mill. It's got their names in red on the cover.
Yeah, that's a good, yeah, I do have that. Yeah.
That album is one of the greatest albums ever produced. Here.
Well, I think one of the best live albums was their first live album.
Oh my, yes, sir. Yeah,
That's incredible. Yeah, that's a pretty decent greatest hits album, that's for sure.
So, Ray, if you don't like English films, this is an English film you should see as well. It's called With Nell and I, and it's English, and it's incredible. Check it out, Invisible Ray. With Nell and I.
There you go, Invisible Ray. You got a recommendation there, buddy.
It's better than the Rebels.
Yeah, can anybody tell me where Grand Funk Railroad is from?
Flint, Michigan.
You got it. I should have known. Why am I asking King TieDyed? Great. Oh, there you go, King.
Always on set.
Another 40.
All right, let's see him. If you got, come on, let's see him individually.
Okay,
That's
look,
what
I don't have,
Man.
believe it or not, I don't have Closer to Home. I got to get that.
Dude, Mark Farner is.
But I got this one is actually a German press with both albums, the first two albums.
Man,
Wow.
these guys.
I don't
Well,
have.
I say more now because
There's the live.
Yeah,
That's a
one
good
of the
album.
greatest live albums I agree ever. Survival.
I got to get Closer to Home. I don't have it on vinyl.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
There's Mark Don ML.
that's the one. Oh, what a great album! That's got Outside Looking In.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love this album.
Now, funny
Oh,
that you
yeah.
brought that up. Is that the one that's originally cut like a coin?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of the first albums I ever bought as a kid, as a teenager.
That's
It
cool.
was so cool. It looked like a coin.
We are missing somebody here, though, because Larry.
Heads or tails, call it.
Oh, heads.
Right.
Larry
That's got foot stomping music on it. Great song.
Canadian Stud Muffin is a fan of Grand Funk. He's featured them extensively on his channel. To be fair.
I played all of their albums. I played the grooves out of their albums. There was nothing left to hear.
That's the big one, the 3D glasses.
With the glass.
Yeah. Well,
That had Locomotion on it. Great hit for them.
Yep.
Oh, the muscle.
Oh,
Yeah.
One of these guys is Arnold Schwarzenegger, by the way.
Oh, I no doubt.
Yes. He's
I believe you. Because a lot of people don't realize how many stars are on the cover of Band on the Run.
I think that's Arnold Body there.
You guys do realize there's a cavalcade of stars on the cover of Band on the Run, don't you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Christopher Lee and James
Christopher
Cofer.
Lee. Yep.
Oh, Dankulus.
Dankulus.
This one was produced by Frank Zappa.
Oh.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, they didn't get along.
No, he made them come back together and do it. They'd already broken up.
That was a rough put together.
Yeah, with
They'd
a
already
whip.
broken up and they reformed to do this, and they did it.
Yeah.
He was going to produce it. That's why they did it.
Well, look at the
Yeah,
album
indeed.
cover. It's hilarious. It tells you everything.
Yeah, and he promised bodily harm if they didn't. Grand
There
Funk
you
really-
go.
Whoa.
There you go. Yeah.
So this is a promo copy. Got the gold stamp there.
Yeah. Fantastic.
That's my Grand Funk. I got to get closer to home though. I don't have that.
So great.
Yeah.
And they're not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, of course, another tragedy.
They should be.
Yeah.
They should have been in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 20 years ago.
Oh, absolutely.
Ridiculous.
Oh, that's crazy.
Who runs that place? Why won't they let the monkeys in?
Because it's a really small group of very influential people, so it's not like you're getting a wide demographic of
Yeah,
they
it's kind of
decide.
political, isn't it?
Very yeah. It's almost like getting a star on the Walk of Fame. People don't realize when they ask you to be on the Walk of Fame, you have to buy your star.
I got Ray is looking for sexy babes on the cover. I'm going to get them. Okay, we're going to make it happen, Ray.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, second. I have a cover, but it's put away Roxy Music. There you go, Flint. There you go.
So after Grand Funk broke up,
Yeah.
Don Brewer and Mel Shocker, they formed Flint. And Craig, I think Craig Frost was on it too. So basically, it's Grand Funk without Mark Farner. Is really what it is.
But that's pretty rare, isn't it?
I've only ever seen this copy. It's the only one I've seen.
Okay, Ray wants to see a babe. Boom! There's your babe.
Wow.
My wife is busy at the moment.
There you go, Ray.
Wow. Who's the third guy in Flint? Would that be like?
That again? Would you say that?
Oh, there's another babe.
I'm sorry, Doc. What did you say about Flint?
Who's the third guy in Flint?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
There's four guys. There's four guys. One of them, I think, was Craig Frost, who was
Okay.
in Grand Funk as well. I can't remember the other.
Bill G says, "How about Detroit? What about Detroit, Bill? That's where I'm from. That's where I'm streaming from.
Oh, okay.
Right there.
Yep. How about you, King?
Started out in Detroit.
And
How
Doc's,
about you, King? Yeah, I'm in Detroit, Michigan. Yep.
Doc's across the bridge in Windsor.
Yeah, me and Doc.
If you guys opened your windows and yelled at each other, you probably hear each other.
Oh no, seriously, literally, me and Doc are just minutes away. Yep.
Yeah. I can't even go to Detroit because the border's closed.
Oh, by the way, Doc, guess what?
What?
They closed up Hello Records.
Ah.
But good news. Only because the building, I guess either they wanted more rent or whatever. They already said they're working on a new location. They will reopen. So they're not dead. They just have to move.
So they should move downtown right beside where CompuWare was.
I'm with you on that, Doc. I don't want them to move out to the suburbs. Please don't. Stay in the city.
Oh.
Because they're only 5 minutes from me.
There's supposedly a comic book store just down from where Hard Rock Cafe was.
It's over
Okay,
on the library. Yeah, it's been there for about 5 years now. It's a pretty big store. A friend of mine the comic book goes all the time.
So, Invisible Ray, contain yourself. Here's a babe for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh no.
Hey.
Yeah, I wish I had my Roxy Music album. I got a Roxy Music album that would really make Ray go.
So Ray's on to Paul Kossoff now. Amazing guitarist, Paul Kossoff. Amazing.
That's awesome, Bill. Bill's got that album.
He's got the Grand Funk coin thing.
Coin LP.
Oh yeah, the coin's great.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
There's a marketing.
Lee Strauss, yes.
It's on Cassandra Crossing.
Yeah. That was great.
Whew.
This is a high energy chit chat today.
What did you do today?
It's a high energy chit chat we're having.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one. Okay, you ever heard of these guys?
I can't. I am on my smallest screen. Oh man.
Black Sheep.
Oh, Black Sheep. Yeah, they're a squadron, World War II. Corsairs. F-42.
I have heard of them, King TieDyed, but to be honest with you,
One of them was
couldn't tell you what I remember.
Famous band during the late 70s, 80s. Okay, can you recognize anybody there?
Michael Nesbitt.
Lou Graham.
Lou Graham, you got it.
Wow,
Thank
really good.
Right there. Where is
Wow.
Foreigner.
Yeah, Lou Graham's Foreigner.
it? This was his band. They did 2 albums.
I'm surprised I recognized them. To be honest.
That's really good, Michael.
Yeah, well, I bought their first 2 albums when they first came out, and I played them forever too. You know.
So yeah, this stuff is really good. It's him before Foreigner, right?
And
Really good stuff.
Check it and see.
Did they ever have any hits?
Not really. No, not really.
Which is why Foreigner was born.
Well, what's interesting is when there's a guy named Bruce Turgeon. He's the bassist.
Uh-huh.
That's him there. When Lou Graham went solo, he hooked up with Bruce Turgeon again, and they co-wrote a bunch of Lou Graham solo album stuff. Lou Graham solo albums.
So how many albums did they come out with that you know?
Black Sheep? Just the two.
Yes.
Just the two. Just these
Okay.
two. And then he joined Foreigner.
What record label were they on?
EMI, Capital.
Oh, so they had a big name contract there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not like they were on Joker Records or something.
No.
Yeah.
Invisible Ray is asking, do you have any Chicago? Invisible Ray, I got tons of Chicago, but once again, they're put away. I couldn't pull them out. One of the first albums that I won was on Canadian radio, CKLW with Chicago 8. That was the one with Go Oh Days.
Oh, that's the one I used to have.
That's a great.
I've got 8. I've got 10. I've got back when they were the Transit Authority.
Yeah, Chicago Transit Authority. Yeah.
Man, Chicago Transit Authority really rocked, even more than just plain regular Chicago.
First time I saw Chicago was like 1972. They did a television special. They were given a special, and it was like home movies at their ranch. They were riding horses, and they sang Saturday in the Park, and it was a great kind of special exposure to them. Terry Kath was still alive then for it.
Yeah, and Lamb was still with them.
Yeah, I was just like a 13-year-old sort of thing watching him.
That's the sort of thing that should show up on YouTube.
It's still, I think it is on YouTube now. It probably
like over the past like 5 years or so, on and off, Chicago and Earth, Wind and Fire tour together all the time now.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, they've done double bills here a couple of times in the States.
That's a good bill.
It's an amazing bill. Yes, it is.
Porky's Revenge.
Oh, who's calling that one?
Ray's going on about this.
It's got a killer sound. If I remember correctly, it's got a killer soundtrack, doesn't it?
It's Canadian. Porky's is Canadian.
That's true.
Graham Parsons. He's talking about Graham Parsons.
I got Graham.
Why isn't Ray live with us? What's going on?
He's not in his outfit. He needs to have his bandages, or he'll be invisible. We won't be able to see him.
Oh, just tell him to put his camera off.
Maybe his cat ate him.
Which album, Invisible Ray? I've got the Chicago Transit Authority.
That's the first one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, very first one. And then after that, they were just Chicago.
Chicago 1, 2 Roman numerals. They were Chicago Roman numerals.
I remember they kept releasing double albums, right? Their first few were like double albums.
Yep. I think maybe they did produce quite a bit of music.
Yeah. Then David Foster came along and hurt their feelings by saying, "Let's lose the horns."
That was their sound, you know.
I know. He did the same thing with Neil Young. You sound a little flat there, Neil. That's my style, man.
My sound.
What? Dave Edmonds soundtrack to Porky's Revenge.
Rockpile.
Dave Edmonds of Rockpile.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Put together Porky's the soundtrack.
Dave Edmonds.
I don't remember Porky's Revenge. I remember the original. It was pretty
Dave
fun.
Edmonds, good Welsh boy.
I saw Dave Edmonds live with Rockpile.
What's in the dreadful Broad Street band?
Oh man, Dave Edmonds. Wasn't Dave Edmonds that did Crawling from the Wreckage? That's a killer cut, man. I don't know what he's talking about. It's a great song.
Oh gosh.
But, like I said, to each his own.
It's Dirk McQuigley's big hit.
Oh. Yeah.
What about you, Doc? Any record shops around you that like closed up or are they pretty?
No, the only one I went to recently was the one in a house. So that's yes, that's where I got my Andy Williams record.
Oh, wow. Well, what about some of the storefronts or do you have any near you?
I have actually not gone to see if any of our favorite record stores are still open or in the mall. I think the mall opened on Friday, but I never went.
Don't go back to the house. They're selling damaged product.
How can you say that? Look at the quality you can get.
Stephen makes a good point.
Yeah.
Paul McQuigley was in that awful Broad Street band.
That's too funny.
Was
Paul McCartney was also in the dreadful Broad Street.
Ringo in that band too?
Rumor has it, yes, Paul.
He showed up a couple times.
Weren't they George Martin produced?
I haven't watched that movie in a long time, but all I can remember is I hated it.
Yeah, it was
I
pretty
don't
good.
think I've ever seen it.
Stupid movie.
I must have seen it. I can't remember any of it.
Well,
I just remember the ballroom scene.
yeah, the ballroom.
Right, I remember that. But that
Yeah.
was a video too, right?
Which is probably why I remember it.
Yeah. Their faces were all painted white, and
Yeah, but the storyline was so stupid. Like a musician has his master tapes stolen, but doesn't seem to care.
well, that happened to him in Africa, right? When he recorded "Band on the Run," that actually happened.
Well,
So it's somewhat autobiographical.
Oh,
Well, his demos, they got robbed, and his demos were stolen for "Band on the Run."
look at the damning evidence that Stephen just put up. It makes Sergeant Pepper look like Citizen Kane. The Sergeant Pepper movie with Frampton and the Bee Gees.
That was horrible. That was a
That was-
horrible movie.
I rebelled against that from the get-go. God,
I remember a bunch of us going to the theater to see it, and we were like, "What is going on here?"
Ballroom Dancing is a great, great song.
well, yeah, all that ends up as being like a bunch of videos strung together.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a movie. That's
Yeah.
a movie.
Mike
Poor
Nesmith,
Peter.
Elephant
Wasn't that Peter Frampton?
That's a good music movie. Elephant Parts by Michael Nesmith.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Very good.
It's a
I've got
classic.
the album that goes along with it. It's called "Infinite Rider on the Big Dogma."
That's a classic.
Catchy title. Catchy, zen-like.
But it's not a bad album either. I
Is
think
that
it's
that's television parts or elephant parts or one of those?
yeah, well, it was good. It was coincided with Elephant Parts.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen that in years either. It's expensive.
We're going back a way.
No more lonely nights.
No more Golden Nights disco version. No,
Oh, my God.
no.
Oh, yeah.
Stephen Schnee's trying to upset people now.
Oh, it's depressing. He's depressing the hell out of us.
Nobody likes disco anymore.
I do. I still play Donna Summer all the time.
Saturday Night Fever was the best disco movie. Saturday Night Fever.
Amazing. That's an amazing album, no doubt.
Oh, new bass line going good with Silly Love Songs, a song I never liked.
That's true. I don't like that song, but that's true about the bass line.
Yep.
Yeah.
Something hip hop artists can loop.
Paul McCartney made all the Playboy, they put the Playboy band together in the Playboy magazines. Paul was always being picked as a bass player in that, year after year.
Yeah. I
Never
wonder do you think Paul ever been to the Playboy Mansion?
Oh, yeah, for sure he had.
No doubt. Huh?
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, once upon a time.
When you travel in those circles,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've never been asked to go there.
Thank God It's Friday movie. I saw that one, Stephen, at the theater when it was out. I went to see it.
And I watched it again last year, and for the brief time that Donna Summer is in the movie, you could literally tell had she had an opportunity to do more acting, she was actually really good.
Yeah,
Charismatic.
charismatic.
Because the movie was okay as all get out, but you could see a potential.
The movie was good for its time. I enjoyed it.
It was.
And it came around the same time as FM, which had
Thankfully, I'm counting on it.
Martin Mull was in it. Really good.
Yes, the great Martin.
Oh,
As a matter of fact, speaking of Martin Mull,
theme for it and good tunes.
speaking of,
Paul Petty,
I'm sorry.
Petty was in it.
Bruce
I'm
McMillan.
sorry, I didn't mean to- Speaking of Martin Mull, King TieDyed, you brought up somebody a couple of streams ago on another stream. I wanted to get involved. You brought up Fernwood Tonight.
Fernwood Tonight. I got somewhere here.
Amazing. Oh man, that's one of my favorite cult shows ever.
Mary Hartman. They were all related. They were in the same universe.
Yes.
And Benson.
And we just lost.
Robert Guillaume got his own series out of that.
Yes.
Robert Guillaume, R.I.P.
We just lost Fred Willard.
Fred Willard's son.
Yeah, he just passed away. Yep.
God, he was funny.
Okay, see, I got a feeling Paul's got like a whole like all of it on DVD or something.
My brother sent it to me. Now, where the heck did it go? I know I got it around here somewhere.
Clue's another one I saw at the theater, Robert.
Happy Kind and the Mirth Makers.
Happy Kind, yeah. Oh, great stuff. Fantastic.
There you go. There you go.
I've seen Fernwood Tonight. You just haven't lived.
No, you haven't. It was one of the greatest shows ever.
No, it's a classic.
It actually changed its name too. It went from Fernwood Tonight to America Tonight.
Yeah, the second season they changed it. Yeah, because I guess he had to leave Fernwood.
Yes, for LA, it was great.
Billy Crystal,
story, right?
So he could get better guests.
Hey, Paul, was Billy Crystal on that one?
I don't think so.
No,
he was on the Mary Hartman.
No. The very first show, Barth Gimbel, who was Martin Mull's character, he gets on and he does a preamble and he goes in. Oh, by the way, all these accusations against me. Just remember, he says, I'm innocent until proven guilty. But
yeah.
It never tells you what it's about, right?
And the crazy thing, Fred Willard
with some underage girls or something. It was totally out there.
Right, because Fred Willard, who played his Ed McMahon,
Jerry Hunter.
Yeah, he would always bring up salacious things about him. He goes, well, what about the time you did this? And he goes, oh, I'm just kidding. It's like, oh, you're trying to throw me under the bus. That was a great show.
That was a priceless show.
That was late night. I couldn't stay up that late. I had to be in bed by 10.
Michael, do you remember who the band director was?
Happy Kind.
Yeah, but who was the real guy?
Oh, I don't remember his name, but he was a character actor.
Yeah, Frank Duvall.
Frank Duvall.
Yeah, he was an accomplished musician, right?
Yeah, and an actor too. I saw him in other parts.
Yeah. The Happy Kind and the Mirth Makers. What a great name.
And he would sing like he almost had an Alvin-like voice with a shrill.
Oh yeah. Well,
and he would sing. It was this really straight-laced, very conservative-looking band. But I remember the night he played Donna Summer and he sang "Love to Love You, Baby." It was the funniest thing.
Remember the guy who came on with a golf ball on his chin?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, what was his name?
I can't think of it. I'm seeing him in my head.
Anyway, so he came on, and this guy he had a protruding chin, so he went to a chinodontist.
Yeah.
And this chinodontist rigged up this thing. It was the plastic practice golf balls with the holes drilled in them. We had one of those cut in half, and he had this strap, and it was attached to his chin. And tied behind his neck, and it was pulling his chin back. Every time the guy came on, he had this thing on his chin. Just hilarious. Just hilarious.
And you know something? That show is the perfect. Doc would really like that show.
Oh, yeah, would. If you never,
it is one of our. I mean, it's so camp.
Oh, it is just hilarious. And why it didn't last longer, I don't know. I don't think people got it. I think it was
no, they did.
I think it was
that humor was way ahead of its time.
It really was. Yeah, it really was. No, that was an awesome show. Awesome show. Anyway.
But every once in a while, things come along and there's this small little window of just greatness, and then it's gone.
Yeah, kind of like the Harper Lewis.
Well, this is the thing. Like the audiences that go for crap like Laverne and Shirley and Mark and Mindy, and like. Fernwood Tonight doesn't get the time of day, and it's like the stuff is brilliant. It's just brilliant, and it doesn't.
In fairness to Mork and Mindy, what was great was the first appearance of Robin Williams on Happy Days. because he went into an improv and caught Ron Howard with his pants down because he comes and does the nanu thing. Then he comes over to Ronnie Howard. He's supposed to do a line. You can tell it's improv. And he looks over at the TV and he goes, "Oh, what's that?" Ronnie Howard's television set. And they sit down to watch the TV. He goes, "Oh, this is good." He goes, "I like that Opie boy." Looks right at Howard. Goes, "I like that Opie boy." And Howard you could just see the lips scramble together.
And after they taped that episode, everybody said, "Get him his own show."
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Well, he was brilliant, but the show was just a gag. It was like,
they knew greatness when they saw it.
It just got tired pretty quick, I think.
One of my favorite debuts ever was Steve Martin. I didn't know who Steve was. This is early 70s. He's on an award show, Grammys, Oscars, Emmys. He's on something, and he's got a.
You're right. He was on something.
I want to tell you this. I want to do the shtick. So Steve's there. He's got a tuxedo on. He's looking great, and he starts doing the lounge singer thing. And I'm pissed at him. I hate this guy. I'm looking at him. I go, "Oh, this guy thinks he's so good." And he's going, "I love you." And he's at the top of these freaking stairs. Well, he's going along, and he falls. And he goes, "Tumble." And they were the big, long, old Hollywood things like you see in Blazing Saddles. Down he goes, and he falls on the ground, and the audience gasps because it's tumble, tumble, tumble. He's down like 20 feet going down the stairs. And I'm like, holy shit, right? I'm watching this thing, and I'm scared for the guy. And he kind of gets up, and as he gets up, he kind of dusts himself off, and he grabs the mic, and he goes, "I love you." And then he starts doing this with his fingers. And he goes like this. And then I knew it was a gag. And my hatred of that guy turned into love like that because he was sending up the very thing that I hate. He hated too. So incredible introduction to Steve.
I love his movie, The Jerk. That was another brilliant movie.
You mean on the collar?
Just so funny.
He puts up his thumb.
Stephen, you're adopted, son.
What do you find a new television?
He couldn't figure out why he was into jazz. Just like
Total fish out of water.
Oh, it was a priceless, funny movie.
Oh yeah, Steve Martin was a writer for a long time, particularly with a lot of those CBS shows.
Oh, a lot of sitcoms. He did a lot of writing for sitcoms.
Yeah.
Steve Martin did.
Yeah.
He wrote Saturday Night Live too as well. When he was on there, he wrote.
Yep.
I did not know that.
Yeah, no.
He is a very prolific banjo player.
Yeah. He's a great banjo player.
He actually tours with the band and plays.
Yeah.
He was here not too long ago. Him and Martin Short.
That's right. They came here too. Yeah.
Yeah, they're good friends.
Mm-hmm.
So the three amigos.
They didn't give out any free tickets for that one, so I didn't go.
But you don't see Martin Short a lot. That was kind of rare for him to come out and especially do a tour.
He lost his wife here a few years ago, and it really kind of set him back on his heels. And he's had issues dealing with that. I think. He just I think he's really dedicated his time just to raising his kids after his wife passed away. He's a funny guy too, though. He's a funny guy too, I must say.
What was the character? He had the character on Saturday Night Live. Would he take his hand and do the slow thing? It was so funny.
Ray's got a tragic story.
About
go ahead, Ray.
Type away.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's very tragic.
Yeah, sure.
There's no telling what's coming out of Invisible Ray's head.
I gotta find my Tonight desk. I don't know where that went. It's gotta be around here somewhere.
Michael, it's funny.
What was that, Paul?
I gotta find my Fernwood Tonight desk. I don't know what to do with it.
Please do, because I'm definitely gonna go out and search for it. Maybe go on eBay because I can probably find it online, but I need to get pristine copies
This
of
is just a
that.
bootleg my brother made for me, but I don't know where to put it.
What's the how's the is it clean? Is it
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. I don't know where he got it from, but
Oh, that's clever, Stephen. Yeah, the Steve Martin.
And Steve Martin wrote a few songs together and even did some. Yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, Steve Martin. As a matter of fact, Martin Mull was really deeply connected with a lot of those great comics too. He's a legend.
Yeah.
This is before Phil and Steve.
Well, the Mighty Wind crew, the Mighty Wind and that whole series, Fred Willard, all those guys were doing. Best in Show was another one they did.
Spinal Tap.
Yeah, well, Spinal Tap, gosh, classic.
Yep.
Paul's wandering around.
It's Wander the Music Room.
Oh my God!
Paul's like me, man. He's determined to find it, and I get into those situations like, doggone it, where is that damn?
I'm on a mission.
Yeah, you are. I love Martin Mull's album. Yeah, he's got some. He did a lot of just play straight comedy albums where he just talked back in the day as well, along with Steve Carlin and all of those guys.
Yeah, well, Steve Martin had a massive comedy hit with the one where he's got the bunny ears on the cover.
Yeah, I have that album. I got the whole album. He does King Tut.
Yeah, that's the one with King Tut on it. And King Tut was like a phenomena when he did that. Yeah. King Tut, funky Tut.
Right. And then when Saturday Night Live did their was that 40th anniversary a couple of years ago, he came out, I think, if I remember correctly, he did it again.
Resurrected the old hit.
Yeah. Look at it. Paul is just. I wonder how deep that room is.
Well, he's so certain it's there. I can't find it. I can't get stuck.
Okay, Doc, I'm going to take you way back. Do you remember the show My Brother the Angel? My Brother the Angel.
I remember it, but I've never watched.
Tommy and Dick Smothers. Lasted maybe four episodes.
I never watched.
My Brother the Angel. My Brother's an Angel. I'll look it up.
No.
I never watched it, but when the Smothers Brothers had their own variety show, I watched that all the time.
Yeah, My Brother the Angel. It was from 1965 to 66.
Wow, that was even before they did their show.
It is before their show. And it was kind of funny. Oh, and you know what's great? It looks like there may be there's an episode on YouTube.
Ooh.
So that's good.
Well, the best TV series.
Chico and Harpo as angels.
It's called My Brother the Angel.
Yeah.
I don't know where the damn thing went.
I think the greatest TV show to ever start with is My Mother the Car.
Yeah, my mother.
Jerry Van Dyke.
The great Jerry Van Dyke.
He was funny. God, he was a funny guy.
The
Mama the car. Mama the car.
That should be a TV show sing-along.
It should. And listen. Well, one of my favorite TV shows jingles, of course, is WKRP in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Hey there, did you ever wonder?
I've been watching them lately on YouTube. Those episodes, they are so funny.
That was a fantastic. I mean, we made sure we watched it every week.
But that was born out of the movie FM. FM did so good that summer that WKRP followed on after the theater.
I thought it was the other way around.
No,
I thought it was the other way around.
I don't know. I got to look it up now. I got to look more stuff up, Michael.
I thought the movie spawned from the series.
Okay, we're going to find out.
Rachel's got it.
And that Steely Dan FM, that song is killer.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's a great bass line as well.
Get this. WKRP arrives in September 18th, 1978.
Right.
Okay.
September. And then FM, let's go for the debut of that, April 28th. So 1978. They both came out the same year, but the movie comes out before WKRP. And on the same note, or by the same token, it was American Graffiti came out, and then Happy Days came on the heels of American Graffiti. Same,
Yeah.
yeah, the theatrical release, but the TV show.
Oh,
So
but that's when television kind of inspires television.
yeah,
And-
movie, the theater often inspires television
But
sitcom.
where did Happy Days come from?
Happy Days comes from American Graffiti,
Yeah.
And MASH came from MASH.
and MASH came from MASH. Yeah, MASH the movie,
Yeah. And so
The
the,
movie then the sitcom.
and
But now, if I'm correct, within that universe, Happy Days, wasn't there an episode? Why do I equate Love American Style? I know
No.
Ron Howard was on, and I thought it was an episode where it was like in the 50s. Ron Howard was in it. No, am I wrong?
Yeah, no, Love American Style predates Happy Days by a long time, and also there are two different universes.
Okay,
So
Yeah.
Love American Style.
Happy Days was on Love American.
but I'm pretty sure Love American Style like extended something. Something came out of it. I just don't know
Yeah,
what
right
it is.
there. First episode of Happy Days was in Love
Thank you.
Yeah.
What?
I knew it. Thank you, Stephen.
It was basically
Thank you, Stephen.
I now Love American Style. When did Love?
I knew it because, well, listen, I'm like 6, 15, 14, 13. I'm watching all these shows. So, I mean, it's not so far back that I don't remember a whole lot, but I knew that had something to do with it.
Oh, okay.
What does it say, Rachel? Rachel's doing fact check.
Holy shit! Well, get this.
What?
Originally aired, but it was a part of the ABC Friday night lineup that included the Brady Bunch, Partridge Family, Room 222. I watched that all the time.
Oh,
The Odd Couple. I watched all those shows.
that was a night you just sat there for 5-6 hours and just.
But Love
Okay,
America,
so
it runs from 1969 to 1971.
So you know the show Room 222.
69 to 74.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that guy was a history teacher, right?
Yes.
Okay, so for my first year of high school, my grade 9 history class was in room 222.
Oh, that's so.
Ooh.
Let me tell you, growing up, we used to think that you were Karen Valentine. Oh my God.
Oh, right, she was in that show, yeah.
Oh, she was hot too. She was running around the hallways in mini skirts all the time. And if I smoked a few, what do you say about Cheech and Chong?
Okay. Okay, this is
Robert.
good. So Steven's all over this. February 25th, George Harrison's birthday, 1972. Love American Style aired an episode with a segment entitled Love in the Television Set, a story about Richie Cunningham, his family and friends. The premise of the characters would later be used for the television series Happy Days.
'Cause I remember seeing it on that show.
1972, and then
Yeah.
Happy Days 2 years later gets its show.
But still inspired by American
Really good trivia right there.
But you're absolutely right, because it's still inspired by American Graffiti. Yeah. Well, but what an interesting, bunch of crossing over that.
Well, yeah, because Love American, I used to watch it. It was all these little vignettes about almost like you have a punchline joke and then a little story would be written around it with various, stars of the week. Oh, here's McLeod showing up, Dennis
So
Weaver.
do you remember where the Simpsons came from?
Yeah, we know that.
What's her name? Tracy Ullman.
Tracy Ullman.
Tracy Ullman, yeah.
Yeah, Tracy
Yeah.
Ullman show. Yeah.
She
And
had
now
an
one of Invisible Ray's favorite songs is
And what movie was Tracy Ullman in that we were talking about?
Karen Valentine, one of the most beautiful women I'm telling you, Stephen, she was
Broad
smoking
Street.
hot back then.
Karen Valentine was a little cutie, yeah.
Tracy
220.
Ullman, what movie was she in that we were talking about a little while ago?
Broad Street.
Broad Street, right?
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Full circle.
Unbelievable.
Wow, that Broad Street, what a turn for star generating that was.
Yeah, man. You couldn't make that up.
What show had the most spin-offs?
Oh,
Mary Tyler Moore.
most spin-outs.
Hold on.
Oh,
All
the
in
Beverly Hillbillies?
No, All in the Family.
All in the
I was
Family.
going to say All in the Family. I should have said, hold on and give me more time, but
Okay,
I was
so
thinking
you got the
They
Jeffersons,
had Jeffersons and Good Times and
Archie's Place.
Archie's Play.
Maud.
Yeah, Maud. Yes.
Oh, Maud, yeah.
Right. Gloria.
And then it was spin-offs from Maud.
Was Good Times a spin-off?
Even she agrees. It's all in the Family.
Good Times being a spin-off of that.
Yes.
It was.
Absolutely.
Huh.
Of course, then I remember the Beverly Hillbillies, Green Acres, and Petticoat Junction were all in the same universe.
And Green Acres, well, of course, Beverly Hillbillies, Petticoat Junction, incredibly brilliant. The thing I loved about Green Acres,
Fred Zipper?
Eddie Albert, the one guy, he can't seem to wrap his head around everything that's going on. His wife, was that Ava? Was that Ava? Yeah. You know, she's a little ditzy, right?
Darling,
She's right in the community of weirdos. Like, she understands everybody. He can't figure anything out. I thought that was so funny that he plays the straight guy.
That's clever. That's very clever. Yeah.
Even Ava Gabor was talking to the cow.
Yeah.
Arnold the Pig.
Yeah.
Oh, and Cousin Ed?
Arnold Ziffel.
Mr. Haney.
Oh, Mr. Haney with that voice, yeah.
Mr. Douglas, I've got right here an official. This right here is an official ashtray that I bought from His Majesty King James when I visited him over there in World War II.
Just blow it.
I'm only asking a mere $250. Mr.
Yeah,
Haney
always
was-
trying to scam old Mr. Douglas.
Oh, I love that guy. But you know, there were certain characters in those shows. Like, okay, let me ask you, who is your favorite character in the Beverly Hillbillies?
Granny.
Jethro.
Granny.
Oh God,
Yeah,
Jane
exactly.
Hathaway. Jane Hathaway.
Okay.
Oh,
My favorite,
Had to be Jethro.
I couldn't stand Cousin Pearl. I'm glad they
Jethro was unbelievable, but the man was Mr. Drysdale.
Oh yeah.
I'll give you all the reasons why.
Go
One, he dressed impeccably all the time.
Sharp dresser.
I mean, that guy was the sharpest dresser. Two, I love that he was insanely greedy. I mean, there was not enough money for this guy. Not enough. Three, super banker. When he came out in that green shiny suit with the dollar symbol on his chest,
Super banker. Banker.
Mr. Drysdale, and then coming in second, Jed Clampett in the silver lame suit with the double neck guitar and the cowboy hat. Oh, baby. Yeah, baby. Oh, baby. And he scared James out of the rest of the family. And
The old team at pond.
Look, there's Harry. You remember Harry? There's Harry.
oh, wow.
Crikeys. It's Harry.
The best scene in the Beverly Hillbillies was Jethro getting outsmarted by a chimpanzee.
Oh,
He was trying to train the chimpanzee, and one scene the chimpanzee's in a cage, and Jethro's standing outside with a banana, and he's trying to get the chimp out of the cage or something. Anyway, scene cuts away, comes back later. Uncle Jed comes back later. Jethro's in the cage, and the chimpanzee is standing outside the cage eating the banana. And Jethro's sitting there. He's tricky, Uncle Jed, but I think I'm gaining on him.
and then Jed would always end with, I'm going to have a long
fired.
Times.
Oh,
Definitely.
the the great James Byers. Hey,
What-
James.
What's wrong with mashed up Three Stooges films? What's wrong with that?
Ray's the purist. He's
Yeah.
a Three Stooges purist.
He says, I don't like it when you run them backwards. I don't care for that.
Don't mess with the formula.
Invisible Ray, you got to light one up first. I think it's going to make more sense after you light one up.
Download and play it backwards.
Yeah, but
Hey,
you
what
gotta-
about this? Has anybody played the Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon to the Wizard of Oz with the Wizard of Oz turned down?
No.
No.
You guys never heard of that?
What happens?
Okay. Wow. This goes back decades. And you can even go on YouTube. If you start off turn down the Wizard of Oz, and you start off Dark Side of the Moon, as it's playing, the elements of Dark Side of the Moon link up to the scenes in the Wizard of Oz.
Do we need drugs before we do this?
It certainly helps.
It always helps. You don't need it, but it always helps. It's actually that's something that's been around for a very long time, and you can go on YouTube and find it.
Yeah.
Dark Side of Oz are perfectly synced. There you go. Thank you, James.
Oh, I got to watch it on YouTube. Somebody's going to upload it already.
It's been around for a long time.
Yeah,
So you'll
Dark
find
Side
it
of the Oz.
Yes.
Oh,
It's
no. I
great.
don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
What a movie.
Or you could sync up like Meatballs and Popeye cartoons. It's kind of like the same idea.
I like the old Fleischer Studios
Those. Yeah.
Popeyes.
Oh, yeah. Fleischer.
The 50s were kind of weird, Dave. If you did drugs in the 50s with the way back thing where Popeye would go in the machine and then the hand was there and he'd go back in time. It would be a time travel machine or something.
Wow.
Well,
The Jeep, Eugene the Jeep was on it. Yeah, it would take. He was in his white sailor outfit by that time. They had moved out of the traditional black, and Bluto had become Brutus.
So those are the 1960s King Features ones, I think.
I don't know, but he goes in this time machine, and it's really kind of freaky stuff. It's very abstract, like Felix Cat was the same thing.
So I want to know, Richard, if you can, or Michael, if you can do Bullwinkle the Moose.
watch me pull the rabbit out of my hat. Crystal. I'm all right with it. I got to work with it. It's not the best.
Yeah.
Hey, Rocky!
I wanted to make a point about Super Banker.
Oh, go ahead, dude.
Who is the more super banker? Would that be Mr. Drysdale or Mr. Mooney?
Oh, Mr.
Ooh,
I still get.
The same character.
The reason why I would give it to Mr. Drysdale is because Mr. Drysdale would literally have sold his wife. he was a cutthroat.
that's true. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, he was that kind of, you could tell he was that kind of husband that was, he was always getting nagged anyway. So, but yeah, he was too cutthroat. He was,
I don't know. Mr. Mooney was mean though. He was trying to fire Lucy left and right. You know?
That's true, but Lucy got too much over on him. You know.
I don't know. I always thought Mr. Mooney's a mean person. You know.
Well, yeah, Mr. Mooney is more on the level of Spacely Sprockets. That kind of
Right. Always threatening the fire, but never really
capitalistic grade, It's on that level.
So it's like
always
megalomaniac.
threatening the fire, but never really going through with it. Jackson.
I seen an episode of Flintstones not too long ago, and they had Mr. Slayton was completely different character.
Oh, Mr. Oh, yeah. And who?
Slayton was a completely different character. It must have been a weird universe.
The original, if I remember correctly, who was the original voice of Mr. Slate?
Wow.
Ah,
Oh, Mel Blanc?
If I remember correctly, and it's because they even made him look like him a little bit. The guy who played, go ahead.
Phil Silvers?
No, The guy who played the neighbor or co-worker of Ward Cleaver, he was Lumpy's father.
Oh yeah, I know. Richard Deacon.
Richard Deacon.
Oh.
I believe Richard Deacon was the voice of Mr. Slade. I'm not sure.
Richard Deacon, of course, was also in the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Yes.
Oh, yes, he was.
He was Mel, or the helper guy that was Brady's assistant guy, associate director or whatever of the.
Wasn't his name Mel? Mel.
I think it's Mel.
Mel.
Yeah.
And then,
Dobie Gillis was great.
And it was Carl Reiner that played the Brady, was the main guy, the main show that Dick Van Dyke was a writer for with Rosemary and Maury. Holy, my brain's exploding of 1960s trivia.
Yeah. I've got some Dick Van Dyke on DVD.
I love Dick Van Dyke, man.
These guys are old.
Well, when I was in grade 2, so 7 years old, the big show in 1964 was Mary Poppins. If you didn't see Mary Poppins, you were not one of the cool kids in the playground. Yeah. Everybody was talking.
That's a big show, yeah, for sure.
Irene Ryan.
No, she was in her 60s.
Yeah,
she was older. She was old even back then.
Yeah, and they originally were going to have Bea Benaderet as Granny, but Irene Ryan came in
and killed it. She nailed it.
So, but they said, well, you can be Cousin Pearl.
Yeah, and then poor Bea Benaderet, she passed away early, died like 1969, 70, somewhere in there.
They had to replace her with June Lockhart from Lost in Space.
Pearl had to convince. Pearl's the one that had to convince Jed to move. See,
Jed, move away from there.
You got to move out them hills. They call the Beverly Hills.
Come on. Wilma's not as good looking as Betty Rubble.
Well, because I'm into brunettes, I was always more into Betty than Wilma.
Yeah, Betty's a better looking girl.
Just like with the Archies, I was more into Veronica than Betty.
Yeah, but Betty and Veronica are the same girl. You just have to dye the hair different and make it a ponytail, and they're the same girl.
Doesn't matter. The brunette wins.
Besides, she was rich. She had money.
I just thought of a joke that I can't.
Go ahead, Paul. Come on, please, Paul.
No.
Please.
He's going to save it for Invisible Race.
Even the host of the show is giving you the okay.
No, we're not going there.
Do it.
All right, Paul. Well, if you ever show up on some of these obscure streams, and thank you for stopping in and saying hi at the last one. But if you ever want to pop up and whatever you want to say, it's good.
Well, before I tell that joke, I'm going to have to put a hood over my head and wear a hat. And,
Paul,
and then I'll tell the joke.
Paul, just make sure the hood is not a pointed one.
No, it's gonna be like I'm gonna borrow some of Invisible Ray stuff. I'll put on a French accent.
Oh, that would be great.
I'll do it as a French accent, and then
Different.
Paul, you should wrap yourself up for your next video upload. That would be so excellent. Put out a fedora. That'd be great.
Look,
pretend I'm Invisible Ray.
Yeah, or just cover your eyes and then cut that out and let your beard show.
He's still watching, by the way.
That would be so funny. Do it from your bed.
I don't want to get any copyright violations, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's right.
And copyright strike from YouTube.
Are you kidding me? Invisible Ray will sue you. Roy, those American blokes over there, they think they can get away with anything.
I can use my presidential power to banish him.
But you know something you're forgetting? He's the one that coordinated you, so you're good with him.
I would never banish Invisible Ray. I owe him everything I have.
Absolutely. If it wasn't for Invisible Ray.
If it wasn't for Invisible Ray, he'd never be king.
Never
be king.
Unbelievable. Are you looking? Did you figure out where it was, Paul? Paul, you never found the Fernwood tonight.
Oh, he's got his cup. He's got his cup.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Wait, hold on a second.
the amazing likeness.
This
Wait,
This is better than
tie-dye.
a
Where did you
crown.
get that mug?
this is better than a crown. I can actually use
Where did
it.
you get it?
Well, I got it from Invisible Ray.
He mailed it to him.
No, thanks, Invisible Ray.
Arnie?
Invisible Ray, I know it's a long, I will pay you.
Ooh,
I'll pay you to send me that mug. I'm telling you.
it's a
Well,
collector's.
you gotta earn it.
God, I didn't know he had
Like,
mugs.
this is like an Oscar. You can't just give it
Yeah,
away.
you just
You gotta
can't
earn
get one. Yeah.
Invisible Ray's got merch. Oh, that's great. Talking about Granny.
Go ahead, Harry.
it.
Something about
I
Granny.
think there's some people on YouTube we should just send these to.
Oh,
Oh man.
I got you. I got you, Paul.
Just
Yes, sir.
a stir in the pot, Just stir in the pot.
La la.
And it ain't chili either.
Okay.
It might have
More
been-
like Porsche.
Michael, it might have been chilly at one point.
Right.
What's this? Invisible Ray has merchandise for sale.
Not for sale. I earned this. This is
No, I feel you. No, you're right. You're right. It's like getting an Oscar. Not everybody.
this is one of my greatest life's achievements right here.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Well,
Right?
I don't
the
know about
only
anybody
person
else.
that has one of these is Matthew Street. He's the only other guy that's got one of these.
Oh.
wow.
That's important stuff.
High praise indeed. The Presidential Cup.
Dude, Paul's a legend.
The
Man.
President's Cup.
Yes. James
Talk
Butler
more
is
talk t-shirts. There you go, Ray. We got to get some talk more talk t-shirts.
James, I'm keeping away from any and all pots these days.
Yeah, he doesn't like these pots.
Yeah, I'm waiting for this story about Granny.
Very rare.
Harry.
Harry's got to tell the grannies.
Harry's got a Granny
Wow.
here.
That's knocking me out, man.
Hmm.
There you go.
There may never be another king.
And I'll get over it.
It's a work of
He got the picture of himself. That's
It captures
amazing.
Paul's clean-shaven likeness.
Ray was talking about this the other day. These are made by Shutterfly, so you send them.
The pictures and they put it on.
They'll make this stuff up, right?
Oh,
So Shutterfly.
Hmm.
thank you, Ray. He didn't have to give that away. He's such a kind guy.
Yeah.
I don't know why everybody, has or not everybody. Some people do. He's great.
Okay, I want to get this story about Granny from Ray in because I figure I'll shut down around 6 o'clock. So like 6 minutes, people, 6 minutes.
Oh,
Sounds good.
and we're off.
And we're off, yes.
It's only 3 o'clock here.
Look, I'm getting hungry.
You can eat
Okay,
it.
so what was that? A story about Granny? You said.
Yeah, Harry
had a story about Granny. So he
Harry
has to take it away. Hurry.
If he tells us that he actually met her, that'll blow my socks right off.
Then it's
Okay,
7
well,
o'clock.
for that. So Paul, tell us your close encounter with a celebrity. Have you ever met a celebrity?
Well, depends how you define celebrity.
Well,
Okay, how about movie or music star
My
Yeah,
uncle.
or TV
my
as
uncle,
well?
I can't tell you his name because that'll expose my name, and I don't want to do that on public channel here. But my uncle was a famous musician.
a
Was
famous
a famous musician?
genre of
Famous
music.
musician, yeah.
What genre of music?
Classical.
Classical music. So your real name is Paul Heifetz.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Oh man, dude! So we
Oh,
never know. So Paul will never know, huh? We'll never
Well,
know.
I'll tell you in private. I don't because it would expose my last name, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, we get that. Totally
Well,
makes
I already told some of you guys one of the most famous encounters I had, and that was two. One was Marie Osmond. That was awesome.
Ooh.
I think the best one was Lieutenant Sulu, George Takei. I met him in the urinal.
Oh, that's cool.
At the same time.
This is the only place to really meet George Takei.
I was at the urinal. He came in, and he was at the. I was, doing my thing when he walked in, and then he got into the stall next to me, and he was doing his thing. And I had this cosplay outfit on, and he looked at me and he went,
One I can share with you.
Go ahead.
Was the Canadian heavyweight boxing champion George Chuvalo.
Oh, Chuvalo, yeah.
Yeah, George. I was at a football game where I went to university. His son was playing on the football team, and he came up and he sat down in the stands right beside me.
Wow.
Whoa.
You said, hey, George.
I did the old double take. I saw this guy. I didn't pay much attention. I looked at him and I did this. I thought, holy, that's George Chuvalo.
Yeah.
Right?
And he fought Muhammad Ali.
Ali could not knock him out. He couldn't even knock him down.
He up really good, though.
Man.
Ali,
He looked like he went 15 rounds with Ali. I got to tell you.
George,
he's a tough.
I'm sitting beside the king of the vinyl nerds right here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Who's that?
Doc, you have the best shows, man. No doubt. Doc, before you go,
Yes, sir.
you ever meet anybody huge, big, or that you can think of?
No.
Oh, no way, Doc.
I know Buck Fishes personally.
Who?
Buck Fishes. He was here a little while ago.
Doc Fisher.
He works where I do. He's on YouTube too with his
Oh.
rod and reel of fishing in the Detroit River.
So he's got a rod and reel show.
Yes, he does. He's like, I'm going for big sheephead in the Detroit River. Let's see what we can get.
Yeah.
So he poked his head in a little while ago. So go watch Buck Fishes, everybody.
Okay, I'll check it out. Well, listen, I like Doc. My stomach's growling as well. So great. Once again, it's always a pleasure.
Michael, if you want to know who my famous uncle is, I got a Facebook page. Just private message me and I'll tell you all about it.
Okay, fantastic.
FitToBe TieDyed, the Facebook page.
Okay, I'll friend you, and then
I'll tell you all about it.
Wow.
I think you're as a musician, you'd like to hear this.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
You may have even heard of him.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Well, that's really cool, Paul. Really cool.
Well, anyway, don't
Take
forget,
care, everyone.
Don't forget to tune into Record Crate at 7 p.m. I'm going to co-host
Oh, okay.
the Record Crate and talk about the vinyl and self and stuff. So,
Okay.
everybody, thanks for joining me today, and hope to see you again.
You bet.
Here, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
guys.
Bye, community.
Out, 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 out.